could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. Oh, you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality.
Coach, thank you much. EA Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch the slip, watch the slip. Hey, work. 58, Mike. Go. You ain't doing nothing today. 58, boy, 58, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
We're good.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Watch the screen. Shell. Check 49, check 49. He's checking.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Like 20. Quit talking about it and bring it. Watch the slats.
Just beating the play clock is gone. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury.
Why? Get wide.
On first down, it's Gurley. Clinton Dix there for the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Go! 180! Heavy on the edges. At 58 is the mark. 458 is the mark.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
No, alert! Check. Under 10.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
When you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 16.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Bears first down.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Go! 180! Stay with your man!
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. That's caught by Penning. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Trubisky gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Maverick. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch the run. 12. Watch the run. 58, boys, 58 to Mike. Let's get the ball.
Hey, high 7.
58 is the Mike. Ball 58 is the Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh, 58.
From the 30 on second down. Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
We go, 76.
Here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
180. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
58. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hey, alert.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now Trubisky on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Trubisky. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Tiger. Check. Ric Flair. Check nickel. Watch twist. Twist.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? People say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Kwiatkowski in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Hey, Alpha. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
Looking to throw on second down. Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Let him know. Tighten up. Check.
They're going to try to jet sweep on 3rd and long. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hatchet. Hey, check 24.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. 180. 58 to Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 58, right over. Obama.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. He's going to air one out. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson.
Intercepted by the Bears. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting to set...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Check pass. Check pass. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
It's a game at 27 yards. That's good for our Rams. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10, right at the 40. Out of the gun, Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the Bears' 34-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Check. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm coming after you. Shift. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Come for you.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
We go tonight. 180. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Yes, sir. Jim.
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
40 goes tonight. 120. Kill. Check 20. Super.
Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Five. Whip. Watch the whip.
On first and goal, Gurley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Hold on. Check. What's that?
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Super one. Tiger. I got you.
From the gun, here's Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. That's now his 2nd interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Strip that ball. Red, up.
Out of the gun, Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Trubisky to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the 1st down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the post. Go up 2 scores.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Jared Goff, 4 times last year he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here?
Mike 5'9".
Set. Value 3. Value 3. Turbo set. Turbo set.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike's 59.
Turbo set.
59. Not today, you are. Not today.
A shotgun snap for Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Goff now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Shell.
Switch.
Value 3. Value 3.
Gurley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's it, baby.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 42-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the out. Slam.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. He chucks him aside.
Thumped him.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And past the 30, down to about the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go, G. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm here all day. Watch right, watch right. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Here we go, check him out. Check the call, check the call.
On third down, here's Hunt. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike to 59. All right, here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
This is Hunt. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
You.
They'll run again with Hunt. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4.
Just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend.